Crawford from the Dreemtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in color therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? Did you? I didn't think so. Now, today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers, and the alphabet. Now, I work with an incredible sequence of beautiful dual-coloured oil bottles like these ones here, and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean numerology, which I've found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today during the live, then leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. Now, before we get into all of that, a big thank you to all of the new subscribers on my channel. I'm absolutely delighted. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and enjoying the videos and the content that I've been creating over the last few weeks. I know that, I've been launching an episode of either Cosmic Conversations and the Numerology Show weekly now for around about the last 6 months or so, and my channel has really taken a quantum leap in its growth. So I really appreciate you leaving comments on the videos and subscribing and sharing my videos with people that you love in your life who you feel would benefit from the insights that I share, all about cosmic consciousness, color therapy, starseed ascension, and of course numerology, which is what we're doing today during today's live. So your date of birth, it really carries a lot of information about you. It gives you your true soul purpose, your strengths and weaknesses, and all of this really important stuff that can help you to evolve with ease and grace. But when you combine it with astrology, you can find your galactic origins, your past life implications, and even your karmic lessons so that you can transcend the birth-death cycle. So it's a very, very incredible system of enlightenment, of course. And it's like everything, it's evolving as humanity is evolving as well. Now, we're going to be using the Cosmic Family Oracle cards today during today's live as well. So these are my Cosmic Family Oracle cards. So it's a thick deck of 88 activation cards, which are color therapy, stroke numerology orientated as well. So, there's a lot of information in these cards and it's layered, so I'll be using these during your readings today as well to add in an extra layer of information for you as well. So they're a beautiful deck of cards. Now, the cards themselves come in a beautiful hard box like this as well, and they are for sale as well. So if you love the cards that I'm using, you want your own deck, then I'll leave a link in the description below and you can order that nice and securely through the online shop. And it comes with a beautiful booklet as well. So the book is 211 pages and it's in full color as well. So each card has a 2-page description, and it's in full color, and it even teaches you how to use the cards at the beginning as well. So these are the cards that we're using today, although I do have another deck called the Oversoul Codex deck, which are these ones here. Now, these are in prototype form at the moment. There's 44 cards, and they're going to be bigger ultimately when they are launched as a physical product. But these are available in my online learning portal, the Oversoul Codex Collective, where there's a group of starseeds from all across the world that are learning how to, ascend basically through the planes of consciousness, the Oversoul archetypes, the activation keys, and the color rays as well. So these are, a very beautifully designed numerology and color therapy deck of cards as well. All right, so we'll have an explore of your dates of birth. So make sure you leave your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I'm just going to go through everybody during today's live. Make sure you throw a live chat gift into the chat as well if you love the live today as well. So if you're watching, you're like, oh, I really love to support Hayden's YouTube channel, I would genuinely appreciate it. So even if you just, shot in a few dollars through the live chat gifts, that would be so incredible, and especially if you've really enjoyed your reading with me as well. All right, so I'm gonna come to the first person today next. So make sure you pop your birth details into the chat and I'll have a good explore of what's going on. Now, please also subscribe to my channel as well. I've almost got 8,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel now as well. And I'd really like to hit that goal today. So if you can subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I really like to get to 8,000 subscribers by close of play. Okay, so let's have a look and see who's watching. All right, we've got... is there anybody watching? There's nobody here today. So where are you all? What are you doing? If you've just joined me live for the first time, then make sure that you drop your date of birth in the chat, and I will do the rest. And I can start by the first person that drops their date of birth into the chat. Now, just talking briefly about my podcast episodes, I had the most amazing discussion with Rebecca Dawson, and her episode was launched this week. So it was launched on Wednesday, and she channels the Ascended Masters, and she is absolutely incredible. Oh, Rebecca Dawson, she just blows my mind. So she's from Perth originally, but she's moved over to America. And she's probably the clearest channel I've ever met who channels the Ascended Masters. And that was actually Saint Germain that came through for Rebecca Dawson, through Rebecca Dawson on the show. So make sure you watch that, because the wisdom that comes through from them, you can tell it's genuine and it's authentic and it's real. So Ileana Martinez, oh, nice to see you back again. Okay, you were just over on my TikTok channel, weren't you? And you're the one who, was it your gran or something? She loved having a reading with me and she bought a report or something, didn't she? So we'll have a look at doing yours first today on today's live. Oh, there you go. You got me all to yourself. How lucky. All right. So Ileana. All right. You're born on the 28th of July 2001. What was your, is it your gran or your auntie? What's her name, just so I can remember her? So you got 2 2s, you've got an 8, a 7 and a 1. Brilliant. Okay, so you've got a day number 10, Ileana, and you've got a ruling number 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 9, 20 is a 2. And then your year is a 9, 10, 16, 26 is an 8. There you go. Angelique. Oh, your mother-in-law. Oh, and she was absolutely stunned at how accurate. They are accurate. Yeah, so I always say, Ileana, that colours and numbers don't lie. I always say people are the ones that lie, not colours and numbers. So when we learn to decode what I call the language of light properly, we get really accurate information. So your life path is a 2. All right. So that's the most dominant aspect within your birth chart. And the 2 is divine feminine, so it means that for you're very sensitive. You're very empathic, so sometimes you might even feel other people's feelings. And, sometimes you might even mistake them for being your own. The 2 is such a protector, it's a beautiful vibration. So this is bottle number 2 in the colour mirrors, and it's called the moon, and it's pale blue over royal blue. So the moon governs your tides, your seasons and your cycles. So it ebbs and flows, and, it's super sensitive. Now, sometimes in the shadow of the 2, it can mean that you can feel sometimes second best or not heard by other people. So the shadow of the 2, it means that, sometimes you might be a bit passive as well. However, saying that, your gift is leadership. So I know it sounds like an anomaly, or it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but your day number is a 10, which is masculine. So it's the self, and it's about leadership. So actually, you do have the ability to be able to lead with a very soft feminine power, that's non-abusive. So you're a pioneer, ultimately, So a lot of the 10s are great manifestors, so you're a conscious creator of your own reality. And this is bottle number 10, and it's called the Wheel of Fortune, and it's gold over olive. So it's where gold power and olive love come together for the purpose of leadership. So you're an entrepreneur, you're a manager. Oh, sorry, not a manager, you're a leader. But you can do both. So for you, you might be happiest being in a business but with someone else because you love being in a partnership. The two, which is your life path, is about partnerships. It's two people coming together. It's collaborations. It's big sensitivity. It's empathy, and often psychic as well. Actually, a lot of twos are really quite switched on psychically. So we can see there that you can be both the follower and you can be the leader, but you're an empathic leader. That's your potential. So you actually do have past life implications that connect up with ancient Egypt, so the sun god stuff, and like biblical Israel as well. So a lot of the time, this blue energy connects up with that. So you might be drawn to like ancient civilizations and all of that interesting stuff as well. Now, you'll notice in your birth chart that you've got this arrow here. It's called the arrow of poor memory. Now, it means that you don't learn in traditional ways, Ileana. So, for you, you might find you struggle a little bit, to anchor and retain information. So if you need to do brain training and puzzles and games and anything that's going to get your brain matter working. Otherwise, you might risk becoming quite forgetful later on down the track. So it's called the arrow of poor memory, and it just means that you've got no numbers at all on your mind plane. So you're more of like a Steiner school kid, that you would learn through more sort of intuitive practices. But you also have this arrow, which is known as the arrow of frustration, which is the lack of the 4, 5, and 6 in your birth date, which means that there could have been some challenges for you as you were growing up. Now, it normally manifests as the parents going their separate ways, but it could have been you were bullied because you're so sensitive, or you may have experienced sibling rivalry, or just feeling like you didn't fit in. Yeah, so you are a very sensitive person. You're very emotional. You are. You really are. And, you also have a great strength with that 8, so that's your independence. This is that part of you that likes being in control, and it's very methodical in the way you go about your projects. But I would say that you may struggle a little bit as well sometimes to talk about your own feelings, So there is a little bit of difficulty with like verbal self-expression. This year, you're in a personal year 8, Ileana. Now, this is a great year for getting organised around your finances. So, a great time really for you to like look at how you're making money, how you're spending money, how you can step more into your independence, how you can start even feeling more in control around that. So it can be quite an auspicious year if you're living in alignment with your purpose, and you might find promotions at work or pennies from heaven. But it's it depends on where you're at, if you're living in the shadow of the numbers that you have. But I'm going to pick a card out for you as well, Ileana, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. So what's beautiful is that you are definitely a pioneer, and I think that if you put your mind to things, you'll always find that you can almost conjure the things that you need into your life, which is it's a superpower really, being a 10. So it's very entrepreneurial. You're very adaptable as well. The 10s are very adaptable, and actually the Syrian healer comes up for you, which is Mariah. Now this is about you moving. It's interesting as well because it's about moving out of patterns of codependency into interdependency. And if you think about the two as being partnerships, sometimes there can be an inclination of codependencies. But this is about where you move away out of relationships like that and into relationships where both people are contributing equally. So this might be something that you're working on now, or that you're going to be working on as a theme as you move through your life as well, so that you don't find yourself becoming second in command or subjugating yourself, or being passive. Oh, so you just recently started a new job, did you? Okay. And you've been thinking about the best way to have a financial plan in place to help save money. I've always loved to help people. Yeah. Well, you see, you would make, because you're such an empath, you'd make a very good counsellor, like a holistic counsellor or something. But having your own business, I feel, would really, really work well for you ultimately, because you are deeply, empathic. So you're compassionate, and that's a rare quality these days, isn't it? I think, it's a real rare quality. So I'm going to pick a card out for you, Ileana, as well, from the Oversoul Codex deck as well. I haven't got all of the cards yet. I've got a few of them. So I'll pick one as well. Now, if you're watching and you'd like me to have a look at doing your birth chart today as well during this live, then make sure you leave your date of birth in the chat as well. And I'll have a look at doing your day number, your ruling number, and your personal year cycle influences, like we've just done for Ileana. All right. And there you go. There's that card number 2. So you can see the card there. This is about wholeness. So it's called integration, and it's about you finding wholeness within. So instead of you feeling like you need somebody else to complete you, you find that within yourself. So it's almost like the Merkaba is within the heart center. So you need to almost integrate that sense of wholeness within your heart space. Integration is a very important part of your healing journey, you know, and you can see in the card, the lady is drawing the energies into her heart space. So really like learning that she is perfectly enough, you know, you're enough. And that's that interesting juxtaposition between the 1 and the 2, isn't it? You know, it is. It's like enough and then partnerships. So it can split. All right. Well, hopefully that's connected with you. If you'd like to delve deeper into it and you'd like me to do your full Starseed Numerology report, then I'm more than happy to do one for you as well. And let's have a look. We'll have a little look at that, should we? Yeah. I'll drop the link into the chat for you, so you can get that nice and securely through the online shop. And that will obviously reveal all aspects of your birth chart and your name chart. It looks at your pyramids, which are very predictive about your future. So it looks at the major influences in your astrology as well, like your sun, your moon, your north node, and your ascendant. Reveals your past life implications and your karmic lessons, etc., etc. So it is a bit like a roadmap of your life. And I'm sure your mother-in-law's given you a bit of a look at hers as well. So yeah, if you'd like that, then I'm more than happy to create one for you as well, my love. So I'll drop the link into the chat, and we'll and then just remember to send me your birth details and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right. There you go. There you go. So it's exactly what you needed to hear. You've always felt second best and second choice. There you go. There you go. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. That's wonderful. I'll look forward to doing it for you. Yeah. Now, if you'd like to have a reading with me today during today's live as well, and you are here watching, then don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. Now, if you're watching the replay as well, then feel free to leave a comment on this video and leave your date of birth in there as well. Now, I try and go live on my YouTube channel for an hour, about twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. It just depends on, you know, how much of the work that I'm doing, which is normally loads. But yeah, so normally on a Tuesday and on a Friday, and sometimes I do it on a Thursday as well. So you can leave your date of birth into the chat. Let me know that you're watching and that you're interested in having some free insights. And then I'll let you know when I'm next going to be live, and you can come in and have a reading with me. All right. How good is that? Brilliant. Well, I don't think there's anyone else watching today, Ileana. I think everybody has either nipped off down the shops or they've fallen asleep. So if there's anybody else watching right now that would like me to do a reading, drop your date of birth into the chat now. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to love you and leave you, and continue creating some of the reports. Because I've got a big stack of reports that I need to look at. Also, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well if you're watching this video. Click the bell for future notifications, and I will catch you next time I'm live. All right, big love, and bye for now, guys.